broadcast network, AFTERBUZZ TV. Over 20 million weekly downloads in over 150 countries, and your number one source for after-show entertainment. AFTERBUZZ TV, the destination for TV superfans. Producing aftershows for over 300 of your favorite TV shows. Interviewing celebrities and showrunners. And bringing you behind-the-scenes exclusives. All thanks to E! Entertainment's Maria Menounos, producer Kevin Undergaro, and internet leader Akamai. Now, let the buzz begin!
I just feel like Beyonce every time this come on now.
Yes. Absolutely.
Ow. Can y'all see me?
Ow.
Wait, you gotta do it like Porsha though.
Like, it was like slow motion, and she was like...
And her ass looked great, by the way.
But it
Her whole
wasn't
body
moving.
is epic.
Her butt wasn't moving.
It wasn't moving.
It was hard. It was
It was looking a little claymation.
It was looking a little, yeah,
It is not
claymation.
symmetric.
But she's everything. She's Porsha. She
I
just,
love Porsha.
She just be there with her hair like.
And I like how just the tips of her hair was wet.
Yes.
She
She knows.
Right.
Been there.
It was great.
Miami Spice, let's talk about it. It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for another Real Housewives of Atlanta AFTERBUZZ TV after show. Miami Spice. I'm joined by my ladies, Miss Courtney Stewart,
What's up, y'all?
Miss Pink English,
Hello, lovers.
and Miss Shar Jossell.
Bonjour.
And if you notice, all of us are wearing all black today, so that's snaps for
Unplanned.
them.
All black, everything.
Unplanned.
So don't come for
us.
us. We all just felt that way.
Yeah.
How poetic
We
justice.
felt chic.
Even though I should have paired mine with the lip, because you all have a lip.
I was debating, though.
Me
I was
too.
about to be a nude.
No, but it's
guy,
good.
too.
It matches the outside.
Okay,
Yeah,
so we're nude,
nude.
and you all are the crimson coral type.
Yeah.
Okay.
Crimson coral.
I'll be nude with Jesse.
Never have I.
Lots of folks would.
Let's start the Twitter comment. No, I'm just kidding. All right. Never have I ever the game. I was gonna go somewhere else with that. We're gonna stop. Never have I ever. Obviously, this is a continuation of last week. We saw Tammy had invited her nephews, which.
Come to find out.
JB blogger, I need you to explain what you sent to me, because he sent me this thing about that Glenn was Tammy's ex and he punched her.
Yeah.
And so like I need you to like, because I don't.
her ex and not her nephew?
But Glenn Rice did tweet out after the episode, and he did say that Tammy is not by any means related to Glenn Jr., and that he is very upset.
So this is the
that
son of
Glenn Rice, the football player.
Okay.
Ex-football player.
Okay.
He's upset that she even brought him into this situation, and that they're not related.
If
So
my
they just
son-
play friends.
Right.
Like,
So they
maybe
like
like
play
play
auntie,
type thing.
like he
Right.
calls her
Honestly,
auntie
if
out of
my
respect.
son were acting like this on national television, I'd hate that she brought him into the situation
seriously.
too.
Yeah.
Because what really disappointed me about Glenn is because he is so. I hate when it's always the cute ones. He is so attractive, but that attitude.
Well, okay, wait, before we get there, they start with Never Have I Ever, and it starts with Kenya snapping at Glenn.
Right.
He checked her.
Alexis, where's the live?
Can we pull up the live read, Alexis?
got it.
All right, here's my thing with the snapping, because I know women like this, and they do tend to be older.
Yes.
Or they're younger, like very young, and they just don't know how to flirt with the dude.
Or they're attention whores, and they see another woman is. The man is giving the other woman a little bit more attention, and so they're like, let me try to make myself be seen. So they start twerking.
We sort of kind of got a little bit with the Shamia thing, like when
Right.
Shamia was getting attention, that's when Kenya had the issue.
Had to be
Right.
uncomfortable.
Now, whatever. So the snapping thing, we saw him snap back at her, and she laughed at it. She didn't seem threatened by the snap.
But she laughed all loud and uncomfortable and flinging up a skirt and like making it a scene. Like I was like, you're annoying as fuck.
Ooh,
like I
you
would
got
not want to
some
hang out with
spice
her.
in you.
Like, ugh.
Glenn was Tammy's crack dealer.
I would
The
buy
snapping
that,
was rude. I'm going to agree with Cassandra.
Yeah.
But like you said, I know women who do things like that. I have an aunt like that, honestly. But that is...
She would do it to a stranger.
That is rude. Well, she's a bougie Southerner. But that is a very rude way to try to get someone's attention. There are other ways that Kenya could have went about that.
Another thing is like, never have I ever, let's just say, you know what I mean? Like, obviously everyone tries to get gross with it. So,
Yeah.
like,
I mean, that's the only way you're
only
gonna have
point.
fun.
Like,
That's
never
true.
have I ever,
But
like,
that
what,
game is
like,
stupid.
parachute?
But hold up, they had an extended clip of the Never Have I Ever game on Bravo.
What was that?
What were they saying?
And Kim, she asked the question, and she said her question was, never have I ever watched Disney Junior for 24 hours straight. And everybody went...
Everybody's finger was still...
And she was sitting there like...
Oh, Kim.
It was so bad.
God bless
it was
her
great.
soul.
Thank you for that clip, Bravo.
But on the opposite side of that, Shamia said, never have I ever had a golden shower. And
Yes.
now, I don't know if it was edited to look like this, but Sheree and Porsha drank after
They
that.
did drink. Well, in the... I don't know if it was the extended clip or in the actual episode, but Sheree made it clear that she'd given it. She did not receive the golden shower.
Now,
I don't know. This is a
But when
little
you're
judgmental on
married,
both
but when
ends.
you're married, you do a little, you know.
I ain't get no golden
Do some
shower.
other things.
You got pee on me,
Everybody's
like,
different.
R.
You know, some
Kelly
people
sent your
like to get
ass
peed on.
That is
I
true,
don't
but
happen
I
to be
could
one
see,
of them.
in fairness, I could see Porsha definitely being on the receiving end of
See,
that
oh,
golden
for sure.
shower.
For sure.
I can.
I can
Absolutely.
too.
Being
I can
married
too.
to Cordell Stewart,
Actually,
that misogynist.
Does it have to be on your face, though? Is that what it considers?
No,
I
it
guess
doesn't
it
have to be on your face. It's just, it happens on
you.
that's so weird.
But we got more information about that Never Have I Ever game, and apparently Kenya also likes to eat the booty like groceries.
Doesn't surprise me. That's why
Is that what her face looked like?
That's why her and
She
Vivica
be
were
breaking
beefing on
all the
Celebrity
time.
Apprentice.
I'm scared.
Kenya
of
wanted
that.
Fitty's booty.
And Phaedra was like, "Oh, I guess Kenya likes to eat the booty
I
like
feel like
groceries."
Phaedra probably
Phaedra
like,
problem.
right.
Hi, Apollo.
Okay,
Hi.
that's why Apollo excited to go.
Right, that's a little scary.
Yeah.
Kim
Or
walked away.
delicious first.
That was a little too much. The golden shower for
was too
Kim.
much.
She
Oh
walked
wait,
away.
hold on. Rocky, a golden shower is when you pee on someone.
Yo, yeah,
Yeah.
just for
Yes.
anyone who doesn't
If
know
you didn't
that.
know.
It's when you pee on
Congratulations
someone.
that you don't know what that is.
Yeah.
Because
It's typically in the shower, though, right? If I'm not mistaken, typically
I
in the
thought it's
shower.
just
I think it
general.
could be anywhere.
for
honey.
sanitary reasons,
It's-
that's the best
if you
place
go
to
down
do
there-
it.
If I
Sheets
might
over
chime
this?
in.
Yes,
I've
honey.
worked
Oh,
Yeah, oh,
at
yeah,
a-
sure,
at a
Alex.
Oh, that's right. You have
store.
that sex shop
Yes,
experience,
I've
girl.
worked at a sex shop and I've worked at a sex toy company and a bunch of other places. No, it's mostly supposedly supposed to be done in the shower because it's easier for you to clean off.
Yes.
But you are allowed to do that anywhere.
Any and
But
everywhere.
anywhere on the body,
That
you
ain't
mean?
no God.
Anywhere on the body, anywhere you can do it in the
Yes.
That
shower.
ain't
I mean,
God.
somebody get
Bed.
golden. I've had golden showered on my toes.
Wait,
you
what?
know, like when you take a shower with your significant other.
Why
and
are they
But that's
peeing
an
in the
accident.
shower?
That's not like, oh, I'm
Why
aiming
are
to
y'all
pee on your
peeing
feet.
together in the same
not
vicinity?
together, but it's like, why are
It
you peeing in the
happens.
shower? Yeah, it happens. They peed in the shower.
never
It's
peed
like
in
you're
the
being
shower?
stupid.
Not with somebody else.
Well, they'll do it.
I'm a guy, so I
as
can literally
annoying.
turn out the shower and piss in a damn toilet.
Yeah, but
I'm
you
not
know,
pissing
like
with my
guys being
feet.
annoying. Like, oh, I just started peeing in the shower while you're in the shower. I've been in a relationship for a long time.
I've been in
years.
a relationship with dicks,
No,
but
no,
they
I'm
never
saying with
pissed in a
dicks
damn
for
shower.
5 years, and they joke around and they say they pee in the shower, and then it's getting on my toes, and then I say stop, and then that's it. And then I say,
And then he like picks
and
it
then
up and
I
it
say
squirts on your
self.
back, your lower
no,
back.
No. And then I say
that
self,
water,
and self
that,
says what?
that
And
warm
self
driblet
says,
down your back,
that's
girl.
nasty.
When he piss on your back, and that warm driblet just sitting down there.
And it starts coming down my weave, child. I'm joking, Shar.
So you ruined your hair over this? Hold on. Now there are rules to everything.
But I just wanted to know the technicality.
But don't worry, on Black
Well,
Hollywood
I had a golden
Live.
shower on my
After
on my
dark.
toes. Let me drink for that.
On Black Hollywood Live, our sister network, make sure you guys check out. We have tons of programming over there, but Black Hollywood Live's The Beat. Miss Queen, one of my co-hosts, she will not stop telling me that if you rub semen on your face, it will get rid of
It's really good for
any
your skin,
impurities.
supposedly.
Or
I
if
would
you
venture to
drink-
say it depends on what's in the semen.
Amen
Thank
to
you.
that.
Not all semen is good semen.
That's the truth.
If we're gonna have an honest conversation,
That's
on,
true.
somebody.
not all semen is good
If all
semen.
on,
you eat
somebody.
is fast food and drink
And
then
smoke
your
blunts and
smoke,
chug
then
40s.
your
Yes.
semen is dirty.
Don't draw that up for my face.
Hello, somebody.
I will stick with my Oregon.
I don't know about
Shar is completely right. As a
I don't
person
know
who
about
has
semen.
had to do with that. Like, yeah, that's
Had to deal with what?
No, not like that. I meant like I had
I'm
to
like,
learn
had to
about
deal
like
with the semen on your
the
face.
pot. No,
Oh.
hell no. No, to deal with the healthy reasons of what.
No,
the
yeah,
body
if you
does,
eat
yeah.
McDonald's
You gotta be a
and
healthy
shit, like,
person.
yeah, like
Yeah.
you need to be eating pineapples for breakfast, asparagus for dinner.
That's
No
acidic.
asparagus.
Huh?
Oh, because asparagus, but that makes urine stink. It doesn't
Yeah.
make
Only
semen
for certain people. That's not for everybody.
Just go get an avocado, guys. You can mash
This
it up.
conversation
make
is
yourself
really
a
going
mask.
to another.
You don't
So
need
speaking
semen.
of sperm,
But I mean, some
don't need
people like
sperm.
to
speaking of
swallow,
sperm,
too, so.
Portia's drunk, and Oliver was real
He was
aggressive.
enamored.
He was like, "I'm sleeping here tonight."
Oliver is her spicy lover,
Spicy
right?
And I support, you know what, Portia, get your
Venezuelan.
groove back, girl. You young.
I mean, I was over Duke anyway. Like,
yeah.
Apparently so was
Duke
she.
was over
quite
her.
rapidly. She was like, "Where's Duke? Oh, you didn't call me last night? Okay.
Duke,
I'm single.
he doesn't do it for me.
Candy and Kim had the most sane question for me all night.
Yes.
Where are these men staying,
Staying.
and what's the safety
That is
involved in
always when
I
you go
knew-
on a
I
girl
just think
trip.
of-
Really? Because it's always that Samantha Jones
It's
friend.
always
They're
somebody
always just trying to bring
somebody back. It's like you met him at the club, you don't know him.
No.
And then we had a friend talking about, oh, that's he know my cousins, my cousins,
My
cousin.
valuables
Like, I
are
don't
in
give
here.
a shazam.
Like Tammy could have
Like,
met them off damn Tinder.
I don't care.
For all
You
we
ain't
know.
got
First
to
of
come
all,
back to the
I
house.
have to shout out Candy. Her hair was bomb.
Yeah,
I loved
she
the
looked
curly
real cute the
side
whole
part.
time.
Yeah.
She was glowing too. I love
She was.
Candy.
Yeah,
She was
she
looking
looked
good.
the best she's looked, actually.
But my bigger question was like, I don't know, because I mean, Shar, we do Bad Girls Club, so on that type of show, I can see the girls having guys over. These girls are a little too old for that.
Too grown.
To be, you know, Portia's younger, but to be respectful to your Candy and a pregnant woman and just some of the
Yeah.
other women who have families and stuff, like, don't.
But
Well,
I think the only
don't
reason
know.
why is but the only
Are we
reason why I
prunes?
think it's because the other women were there. Only one person wasn't there, so they weren't thinking about Candy. They were
Yeah,
all vibing.
true.
They were all having
That's
fun.
true.
They were all
Time.
playing a game. So it was like, okay, let's just
So it's
keep
a
the
little
party
prudish
going.
for me to say that?
Let's get in the
me a
hot
prude.
tub.
Because if I was there, they
I don't
wouldn't have
think
slept
I don't think what
Rude.
you're saying is fair. Only because if you're going to say, "Oh, we can't have male company because of the women that are in amongst the group," then you might as well take away the alcohol too.
Well, yeah, no, I don't mind the men coming and hanging over, but the sleeping like
over.
no sleeping over now, baby.
like I don't, you know what I mean? When you go to sleep, if you a hard sleeper, like this man's just gonna be up, like
No,
walking.
And,
no,
and
no.
that happened on the
No one
Housewives
can-
in New York.
no
And then
Somebody
women
got
are
up wandering
drunk.
around.
no one can stay the night, but you can come over and hang out for a little bit.
I supported when
You can get in the
when
koozie now.
When Portia said she escorted Oliver out.
That's
the
what
door.
you do, though. You take them and you make sure
Yeah.
you see them out of the house completely. and
Wait,
off
you
the
guys
property.
really believe that that's what Portia did?
No, she
No.
probably went and licked on him for a little bit.
Yeah,
then
that's what
escorted him
happened.
out.
Oliver was very attractive.
Well,
but
he had a friend there,
And she
though,
was
right?
tossed, so she was like, yeah.
Yeah, and when they were tossed at the pool, I felt for Candy and Kim.
Yeah.
Because they went out there to watch the show, which, I mean, watching drunk people is one of my favorite shows, too. I don't know
Yes.
about you all.
Agreed.
As long as they're not in my space, because I hate being the
Yes.
only sober one
Or
in a
being
crowd.
hard.
Everybody's like
I don't
on you.
Yeah.
like watching drunk
But
people.
Glenn,
being
is that his name?
Yeah. Go
Baby.
away. I was rooting for you, Glenn, and then you failed me so miserably.
I was too. Now I
Horribly.
also wonder about the editing
Yeah.
because
Yes.
it was really choppy. Even
Yeah.
when he came to Candy in that whole discussion, like he said congratulations to her, and then it just started getting choppy, and I was just like, wait.
See, I didn't view it that way with Candy.
I
Really?
did.
Not
That it
with
wasn't
because
choppy?
Candy. No, with that editing, no. I felt like we saw face value. He came over there like, don't get no attitude. But you're right. We didn't see the root of him saying that. But he
Because
seemed
it
so
started-
erratic.
it started
He
off him saying congrats.
I think that she just was kind of like, you ain't got your pants pulled up, and she didn't mean to come off sort of stank, but she came off a little stank, and he was like, damn, you ain't got to come, and he was already a little bit lit, so he probably took it a little bit harder than he should have. But
needed supervision.
He needed supervision, and he kind of did.
Yeah,
the
like,
thing
I
is,
can't be
we
around
forgot
nobody.
that a lot of people are forgetting, just like all of us, we've all had experiences on alcohol that are out of body experiences. And they've been drinking. He definitely was
always
on
been in
some.
my body. What are you talking about?
He's definitely been on some Hennessy because the aggression.
I'm pretty sure
and-
he was on some other shit.
Yo, when he said
too.
little bitch, I was like,
I
I need to be checked. Like that turned me on. I was like,
It started throwing
Little
up
bitch.
blood with his one hand.
bitch.
I was little
little
bit.
bitch. But before we
He
get
was
to
like,
that,
plies, little bit.
It was
As
too
Erica
much.
so infamously said when Ariane showed her Mimi sex tape, I am disgusted. Because I am.
and Cynthia was
That was a Love
disgusted,
and
so
Hip Hop
she got
Atlanta
up and
reference.
she went over to Cynthia went over to the aunties.
She put her moo on and everything. She's
Yeah.
like, let me cover up.
And at that
Get
point,
over here.
Portia was just like, I lean on my inhibitions and bed.
She was so drunk.
Twerking. But when she did that split, it almost felt.
Portia's
Wait,
body is
but can we please
everything.
talk about her slow?
Her slow booty roll.
Please.
Slow booty roll. To no music, to herself, by herself, with nobody's attention, but she rolled.
I love how Candy pointed out the sharp contrast from when we first met Portia, and she was like a debutante getting ready for the cotillion, and then you know
now ass barely
now
covered
it's-
by a piece of
yeah,
string. Yeah,
literally,
girl. Like,
literally.
yes, okay. That's how you do.
I love Portia.
It was funny as hell. And then dude went over there and fell his ass down too.
Now, see, someone in the live chat is saying both Candy and Kenya said that it was worse than what we saw.
I'm sure
They did say that, but then the other girls are saying the opposite. So, you know, the only thing that gives me.
that. Sheree was kind of like, what's the big deal?
And, you know,
And she's the only one that stayed with them.
Yeah.
And they were talking mess with her sitting there. She wasn't, like,
That is
they were
true.
saying a little bit of stuff, but if that, to me, if I was sitting there and she didn't seem drunk, I would feel like.
Well, Sheree also seemed like she wanted to get it in with him.
She
Yeah,
was
but
interested.
She was real
he
close.
kept
Like
saying
that
he
hard.
kept saying those little things, but we kept hearing like parts and bits and pieces of what he was saying.
About
But she
the other
wasn't
girls.
ever
and
shocked.
She wasn't checking them.
She wasn't ever
Never.
shocked
No.
by it.
That
So I'm
is
like,
true.
well,
And
maybe
what's
he's
make-
not. Maybe this is chopped and
Beans
screwed.
on.
No, and that's what makes me feel
Or maybe
like
it was before.
is that I feel personally that Candy felt some sort of way, but she was like, whatever, he's drunk, like I'm
Yeah.
doing me. And then Kenya felt however she felt. I personally feel like she was irritated because she wasn't getting the attention she wanted
Yes.
from him. And when she went over to Candy, Candy gave her a little bit of
Fuel.
something
Yeah.
to be like,
something
yeah, he is
to
dangerous.
turn it into, because then
Let's
if you
do it.
notice, Kim's conversation turned to, oh, not the kicking out thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I didn't think about it that way.
Yeah.
You guys
Because
just put
even-
a different perspective. Because when
even-
I was watching it, I was like, this is rare, but I'm totally Team Kenya on
Yeah.
this. Totally.
No,
I didn't look
but
at it that way.
but the thing is, Kenya. I'm not fully saying Kenya's all in the wrong, because one thing I would say for Kenya is that in the end, that man was drinking too much. It
Yeah.
could have went somewhere else. So luckily, he was taken out, and luckily it went to where it went. But I do think Kenya did it disrespect. I mean, it was just weird.
It's the
not
way she
disrespectful.
jumped at it, the
It's
way
like,
she
we're
does
going
everything.
to bed, everybody.
Like,
Guys out. Sorry, Tammy. Can you have
he
your?
needs to leave. He's making
He's
people
making-
uncomfortable.
and
the
you
thing
say that
is-
to Tammy. She had already said that to Tammy, and in the scene when they're in the hallway, Tammy was in front of the boy talking to him. Like,
Yeah.
but then Kenya comes up, and I've been trying to talk to you all night, and you've
Yeah.
been weird. Like, you stay out of
Yeah.
it because y'all all. And if you're really afraid of him, back the hell up. Let the security guards
Yeah.
and let his auntie get him out the house.
there was
and go
already
about your
tension,
business.
but Kenya
But she
fueled
wants
it.
to keep pushing
But-
and be the center of
And
it.
the thing is, we have the most prudest person ever, straight person ever, Kim. And if Kim didn't notice that he was being belligerent or aggressive towards Candy, and to the point where it was like, kick him out, then why is Kenya going to that point?
No.
Kim sat there the whole time he came up to Candy, and obviously it was chopped and screwed to a certain degree. And I'm sure Candy, she does have stank face sometimes. She does have attitude.
Candy does have stank
Candy,
face.
and she's probably like, I'm
Candy's very
pregnant.
rich
I don't
Resting
want,
bitch
I don't want
face,
you
yeah.
coming over here. I'm pregnant. I don't have time for you.
$40
Like,
million.
yeah,
I'm pregnant.
I
Don't
have
touch
time.
me.
Yeah, don't talk to
Literally.
me. And you're drunk.
And
I don't.
messy.
Yeah, so go away. She probably had an attitude, but
And
I
she's
don't.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Let's not take that away. There's hormones and different factors that go
Yeah.
into that too that could have dictated a swift mood swing.
Yeah.
So
Right.
she's pregnant.
Right. So
But and so that's just where I go with it. It's like it just got messy too quick, and but
There was
it's
a casualty.
it is hard to put a blame on it because the way that
No,
man
it's not.
it
Well, I
is a
think
little
the
bit because that
blame
man,
is-
first of all, no man should act like that.
Well,
You don't
that's-
call a
it's
woman a
in the end,
bitch. You
it's
don't
his
charge towards a
responsibility.
woman.
you don't start throwing up blood
That's why I'm
signs.
saying it's not hard to place the
Yeah,
blame.
in the end, it's his fault. He
It is
has
his
to take
fault.
responsibility for being a drunk ass and acting a fool. Because in the end, he pushed his fake auntie, sister, cousin,
To
whatever,
the
to the
ground.
ground.
No,
because
yep.
he was so
and
blind.
was charging at Kenya
and charging
despite
at Kenya.
what might have happened.
Yes.
Yep.
All the attitude in the world
Out
she
of
gave.
line.
Yeah.
100%.
Out of line.
You're
And
right.
the fact that she showed back up to the house with him, I'm just looking at you, Tammy. Like,
first of all, not to jump ahead,
That
but
video
that scene
was
had
fantastic.
me screaming in my bed, cracking up.
I was dying.
Oh my God, the
And
way
she was just
stood
at
in
the
that
door
room.
like-
yes. Oh my God, that was so
Tammy is
funny.
on
So
something
we
more than
basically
alcohol.
saw him hit Candy hit Tammy to
he
the
pushed
floor.
Tammy to the floor.
The
Like
ambulance
hands
And
had-
towards-
double-handed, wasn't it double-handed?
Yep, two-handed.
Well, he
And it
was
took
breaking
3
through the
Why
seconds.
was he on the floor like laying
They
out?
hogtied him.
tackled him.
Yeah, they had to
Oh,
literally.
he was hogtied?
They
Yeah.
basically, that's why
Security
it's later.
tackled him.
Yeah.
Oh my
Security
gosh.
tackled him. But you're right. Kenya should not. When she saw Tammy addressing this young man,
Go.
that's not what you do.
Yeah.
But with her doing that, that triggered something in him, which makes
Yeah.
me uneasy. Now,
Yeah.
if Glenn is my homeboy, my friend, my potential bae, my roommate, now all of that is out of the window.
Yeah.
Because you don't know how to act.
Well, and think about it, these people have seen this show before,
Mm-hmm.
and Kenya has a reputation, and so. And the only reason I'm trying to put this together is because I feel like he was a little aggressive.
Yeah,
he was
a
a little
little.
aggressive. No.
He was raging bull.
No. Before all that had happened, to Kenya
His eyes all glazed
specifically,
over?
he seemed like he felt like Kenya. Oh, she play games. She gonna try and do
The
something.
sex would have been hot.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it would have.
The sex would have
I
been
would have
hot.
given that.
It would have been
But
scary.
I don't think so.
All of that,
I
of
think
that
it would have been
tension.
gross, and he would have been like, oh.
Yeah, he probably got.
He probably
like
would
a
have
quick
pulled
hump.
every inch of her weave out.
That's
Well,
real
she
hair.
only-
I don't think she likes that kind of stuff.
But he would've did that
she
because
would
he's crazy.
But then she would have been like, "No, he's attacking me," and it just would have been
Yeah,
bad.
that would've been a
That
whole
would have been
other
all
thing.
bad, all bad. She seems like she's real sensitive to any kind of.
What did you guys think about the outside conversation between Kenya and Cynthia? It was Cynthia said she wanted
They're
to go
both still drunk.
check. That's all it was.
Anybody notice? that
Yeah.
they're
I
all
was,
still
I was
drunk?
with Kenya with that.
She was annoying.
I'm very rarely with Kenya, but with that whole conversation, when she was like, "Girl, bring it down."
Well, yeah, but
Bring
she
it
changed
down.
what she was mad at her about, though.
That is
Yeah,
true.
At
she
first, she
did.
was mad at her. She was like, "Stop blaming yourself! Stop blaming yourself!"
Don't be in my
I'm
ear."
not blaming her. I'm just saying I'm gonna go see her." And she's like, "Don't do that."
No, Cynthia initially was, but Cynthia said, "I feel like I'm to blame for this because that's
Well,
my
yeah.
friend. I brought her on
brought
the
her
trip."
around, yes.
And I was just
That was annoying,
I
like,
was
pointless.
right. It was annoying. I felt like I was looking at Cynthia like, "Girl,
Y'all don't know how I hang, y'all.
But she's
Make
one of
this
those
about
people.
shit.
It would have. I would have felt it was my fault because one, Tammy shouldn't have
Yes,
been on the motherfucking
you're
trip.
one of those people.
Yeah.
Yes.
It depends. Some people take accountability for
These
their
are
friends
grown-ass women.
when their friends
Where?
act
Show me
up.
one grown ass woman because I didn't
Yeah, I
see
said
no
grown-ass
grown
women.
ass acting.
Everybody's knocking on 50.
They were all grown and they were all drunk,
Drunk.
and they embarrassed the shit out of themselves because they was fighting
Trying to
on
hook
the
up with a
porch,
20-year-old.
trying to hook up with 20-year-olds,
All fighting
mad
for
because
one
somebody don't want to
20-year-old.
hook up with them. Like
Yeah.
it was just whatever. If you can't hold your liquor, don't drink on TV.
If you can't
like,
handle
come
your party,
on.
but I mean, Kenya, there's nothing to really be. I mean, Sheree is a bad bitch. I mean, Kenya is good, but
no,
Sheree.
Kenya is
Yo.
inflated like a balloon.
Who?
Sheree?
Kenya's body is good.
I think Kenya's body's good. It's
She
her
has a
face on
snatched
certain
waist.
days.
I like it when it's in clothes, but like watching her in that bathing suit and sitting down, I was just like, "Yo, balloon, your
And she
butt
and
look
she
like
has
a
like
little-
a hole in her stomach,
It's
like
weird.
they
Yeah, I
sucked
noticed
lipo
that.
out of that
Lipo.
hole.
I noticed that.
Yeah, but she must have lipo like 20 years ago when they weren't trying to do it cute.
yeah.
Just like she got them titties
Like the
20 years
Jackson
ago.
noses.
Yeah.
Candy thanked Kenya. That's where I get so stuck with this. What happened, really? You know, obviously
there
it's
was
just
more.
good that he was removed. I wish Kenya would have just said something to producers, and the
Yeah.
producers had escorted him out.
I think Candy was most importantly scared about her being pregnant,
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
and she's
They
trying
worked
hard
hard
for
for that
this
baby.
baby.
She left the next
So
day.
beyond
Fight.
that, she didn't care what was
Next
going on,
morning.
who was
Yeah.
right or who wasn't right.
Which I'm actually surprised.
Kim left that night. She was
Yeah.
like,
But I'm honestly kind of surprised, production-wise, Todd and Candy weren't like, get her the fuck out that house. Like,
well, they
what are
were
y'all
pissed,
doing?
yeah. But it was also just one thing about the security guards. The way that they came at it
Yeah.
was a little bit strange to
Too.
me because they were bulked up, like, because he like lunged and they were like, "Come on, Nuke, what you gonna do?" Like, and I was like, "Are you the security guards or are y'all just like in a gang too to fight?"
Yeah.
Like, because that would have been a simple like. Dude, you need to calm down.
And
Snatched
that
him
was
up
to
and be
de-escalate
done.
the
Not to
situation.
They
escalate
wanted
it
to
because
fight
they
him.
wanted. They looked like they wanted to fight, and
Yeah.
maybe that
He
was just a
probably
bad
was
edit.
a douche all night.
Yeah.
And these people, even though they're security, they're human.
Yeah.
He probably was an asswad all night, so they were ready to get in that ass.
We need a producer to
so
come tell us
acted
about
like
what
it.
happened
Or
behind the
security
scenes.
I want
guard.
a security guard.
Yep.
Tell us what really went down.
All right, Porsha, Shamia, Phaedra, and Sheree. They're talking. They feel like Kenya went overboard because they didn't feel that he had done anything crazy. Then on the flip side of that, so whatever had happened with that, we see Kim and Kenya talking. And Kim says to Kenya, you know, it just seems, you know, everyone wasn't in the right state of mind. And when you add negativity to that, things happen.
Whatever, bitch. Like,
are you taking blame?
Calm the hell down. Calm down.
Yeah, Kenya was going ham in them confessionals.
Because Kim is just being honest. She's like, y'all, none of y'all motherfuckers are drunk.
Yeah.
So you're not thinking straight. That's all she was saying.
And Kenya is so two-faced. It's like this person that you quote want to be friends with, and then in the confessional you say something, you call her all these names, bitch. And you know you try to make her seem like she's, or demean her, and it's not funny. Like this roller skating, I hope she never says that for the rest of the season.
Like that's the one go-to.
How many times?
It's silly.
Yeah. But it's so funny because Kim's been getting it's this Kenya versus Kim thing outside of the show, right? And I have to say I thoroughly enjoy both of them because they finally put somebody on the show that can balance the whole show out.
But Kim is still interested in working with Kenya professionally.
No, she's not.
That's what she said.
I felt like that was just
I'm thinking about it.
She the whole time she had a smark on her face. She knew what she was doing.
Because what did she say? She said, "Look, I'll deal with some bullshit if you bring me Game of Thrones,
but you bring me some nonsense."
No, ma'am.
I didn't check for no Bravo. So she packed and skated her way to a hotel. Candy packed the next morning and went. But that's when we found out about the video.
Ooh, that shit was
but where were the cameras for real though?
Well,
they were done with us.
Yeah, it was the wee hours, like 4 a.m.
They were like, we are done.
Yeah, the production is shut down. This was Apple iPhone cameras.
Thank you, Apple.
It was so
She left
funny.
the hospital, jumped the fence, and some socks.
In a robe, in a hospital
robe.
robe.
Talking about it before she ran, because Porsha was like, "Who is like just seeing like it was that was hilarious."
But why did she say security at the door? Why did she just say Tammy? Why did she just say Tammy? You know what I mean? Like what the hell?
I don't know what's up with Tammy, and I laughed that she was brought on at all. But like, I need her to stay now because I'm so fascinated by this crazy health. Like
I can be worried because she be coming out the corners like.
That's why I like it. I want her lurking around.
In my best Oprah voice, I go, Miley Cyrus.
But you know what? I actually found Tammy's Instagram, and she has great fashion. She's into very like vintage style, and she actually has a great sense of vintage
fashion.
fashion.
Without cornrows?
She wasn't like how she dressed on the episode. She did have cornrows a lot, but she wears like a finger wave blonde style, and she's very like debonair and models.
So we're not seeing any of
So
this.
that's what I'm like.
She
is
seems
this really
tacky as
is this contrived? Because her whole I know Instagram is not real.
Yeah.
But her whole Instagram is completely not what they're showing her on the show. And another interesting thing I saw on her Instagram was that she posted a picture of Nene and Bob and Sheree and all them on the trip, I guess, that they take later on in the season. And she posts under it, it's interesting to see that you find out on social media that your son's manager is on the trip with all the other girls. So Bob is her son's manager.
Well, yeah,
she said that on the first boat trip.
But the fact that he's going on the trip with Sheree.
Exactly.
I saw photos of him and Sheree from this season.
Yeah. So there's some.
I'm calling Iyanla. I'm not dealing with this for another season.
Well, maybe they just.
That was news and gossip for you.
All right, girl.
Fixing their lives.
They said Tammy looked like Carrie. Shamia, I need you to wear some damn panties. Because even when she was in the bed
She's
with,
still
even when she was
auditioning.
in the bed with Kenya and Porsha came home
She's
from
like,
the date and lifted up.
But could Kenya not wait to get that master bedroom? It was like as soon as Candy checked out, they were like, change the sheets. Don't even wash the sheets. I don't care. I'm a dirty hoe. I'm getting in that bed.
All right, you know, I don't know how I wanted to bring this conversation up because I was just really confused by it. Sheree and Phaedra were sitting outside.
Oh, Lord.
And Phaedra came to bring her some water and turned the whole Kenya and Glenn situation
into Black Lives Matter.
African American boys and Mike Brown. Okay, because I'm like, I didn't want to seem like disassociated to the
I
topic.
watched that shit 3 times trying to figure out what the transition was, like how it, like, because I wanted to believe that they wouldn't just throw that out there just to be throwing it, but they kind of
maybe it's an
did.
editing thing.
No,
hoping.
there was no editing to that.
Because they basically was like
Phaedra,
Bob
fake Phaedra.
Whitfield, K-Dior. Sorry.
Bob Whitfield or Roger Bob?
We're talking about Bob Whitfield, Sheree's ex-husband. Roger Bob is no longer in the picture because Demetria McKinney is no longer on the show.
No one's here for
But
that.
wasn't that
your
Roger
life.
Bob in the preview for next week? Talking
Roger
to
Bob?
Candy? Wasn't it him? Anyway, whatever.
No,
Back to
that's
this.
Candy's little minion guy.
No, but
So what did you think of taking
Phaedra
it?
is very fake. We saw how is exactly when Apollo was going to jail last year. She did this whole Million Man March, and then
With Phaedra, did you guys also notice when Glenn got Buck? If you watch where Phaedra was and all of that, she was actually in the middle. Between Kenya.
Yeah.
Yes.
And I was like, bitch, this ain't no Apollo.
Like,
no,
move, Phaedra, move, girl. You
She was
know
also
he took
very
Tammy
attentive
out.
when the ambulance came.
She's
She was like,
she's adapted
Tammy's
to
doing
that.
32 seconds per, 32 breaths
She's
per
an
second.
EMT.
And she,
Well, hey, but
She is an EMT.
Phaedra wears many hats. I
Oh,
happen
is
to
she an
personally
EMT
like her.
too?
I love
Apparently
Phaedra's my
she is
favorite.
a trained EMT, okay? Because she was
I
taking
happen to like
pulses.
Phaedra has always been one of my favorites, but I am going to knock her in this because it bothered me. You know, I'll always try to find some loophole to
Yes, honey.
go for Phaedra. But she said, you know, with Kenya labeling and all that, you know, this is too much happening to our boys that we gotta help, you know, for black men and all this stuff. And I looked at her and I was like, well, why don't you look at yourself in this situation? Because what about your two young men and making sure that you're explaining what's going on with their father and not keeping their father away from them?
Jesse,
Hello.
there are age-appropriate things for every conversation. Those boys are. Aiden is just now entering kindergarten, so I'm sure she said something. Like she said, what's the younger one's name?
I don't
Mr.
know.
President.
I just call him.
Okay, well, the
little
younger one.
So you're just cool with
doesn't
them not seeing the father, though?
I am cool with them not.
Well, now that he's in Jersey,
and they're in Atlanta. Well, let me take that back. I'm not cool with them not seeing them. I'm just saying that for their age, I'm sure that Phaedra's handling this with care. As their children should not be stressed out, and children should only be privy to certain information as it
I agree with
pertains to
that.
things like that with going to prison. That's just what I believe.
I just feel like she should let the kids talk to their father, though.
Yeah,
we don't know
see their
the
father.
we don't know the ins and outs of
supposedly
that.
they do.
We don't
Over
know the ins and
phone.
outs of
On
that.
her end.
On her.
But
That's
Apollo's
what's
saying another story because
But-
he's telling Todd something else, but we know Todd's
Apollo's
a liar
also
too.
a
Hi,
criminal.
Todd. We hate you.
All right, so Kim and her husband, Kim's upset that Kenya stirred the pot, sees a pattern with Kenya. She's not sure about working with her, feels that she enjoys Kenya's friends over her.
I buy that.
All right. Moving from that,
Moving
Porsha
on.
went on her date with Oliver. Bye, Duke. Could you guys ever date someone with that kind of an accent?
Hell yeah.
Really?
Accent no style,
I
no
don't think
show.
he wasn't cute to me.
I didn't
Yeah,
think
he
was
wasn't cute
either.
to me.
But a
There's
lot of
just
people in the
whole
comments last
situation.
week were going in because they said I didn't think he was cute, but I just don't think
He
he's
needed some
cute.
facial hair.
He
wasn't
wasn't
my
that
type,
cute,
but-
and his body wasn't like hard, solid or anything.
I
He was
could
kind
date
of
an
dad
accent
body,
all day
so-
long.
I can
but
date an
if you-
accent.
You have to be freaking real Rico Suave.
Yeah, you have to be real, because, like, I couldn't understand what he was saying, and I'd be, like, start looking at your facial features. Like,
I mean, if he's in a suit, it was okay, but
but, I mean, I know we be sounding crazy to them, too.
I was about to
you
say,
know what I'm saying?
Americans have
We
different
probably sound like a
accents.
country ass like.
Regionally, Americans have different accents.
for sure.
All right, so then on the
Totally.
date, there was squat talk. He went in for the first kiss, and
that
she...
was awkward as hell.
Curve that ass.
But she
And
ended up giving him a
laughed
bunch of them
hysterically,
later.
though. She's
Yeah.
like, I'm nervous now.
But, you know, it was cute for her.
35, stop, please.
I hope she leaves that in Miami, though. You know?
Yeah. I don't
Let
need
it be
to
a
see
cute
him in
moment.
Atlanta.
Drop
That'd
it
be
like
cute.
a bad habit.
Another cute scene was Todd and his daughter and the talk about the boyfriend in New York. And I just loved how authentic it was when Candy came down, had her little chat, and then at the end was like, ooh, all right, I'm done with this.
I'm out of
combo."
this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna get
I'm
out
glad
of
that his daughter's
She
doing
hasn't
so
had that
well.
with Riley yet, so she's
Yeah.
like,
Well, Riley's
know.
only 12.
Yeah.
Wait, whoa.
I know she
Yeah,
looks
she looks like
23.
she's old as
Riley
heck.
is
Riley
older
is
than
big.
12.
No.
No,
now.
Riley
she
is
should be,
12.
if anything, she might
She
be
should be
13.
older
Yeah,
now.
at this-
I
at
think
this
at
level.
most she's 13.
Yeah.
She's just a big girl.
She's
she
really
towers
tall.
over Candy.
And Candy's
Who's her
little.
daddy?
I don't know.
I don't know.
We need to find that out. Somebody
Is
dig
it
deep
her
and let
boyfriend
us
who
know.
passed away?
Riley is no.
No.
That was before that?
It was
Yeah.
before that.
Riley is very mature looking for her age. Because
Yeah.
I remember when she went to Reginae Carter's birthday with Nicki Minaj, the Sweet 16. She was there, and I looked at her age like in one of the captions, and she was like 11 or 12.
And she wears
She's
that
just-
long
yeah.
weave and the colors and all
Which
that.
is funny. Todd's daughter does not look like she in college. Or,
No, or
But at
works
least
at the
she has a
airport.
job.
At least she got in college.
You go, girl. You got a job. Get them coins.
She trying to
and
get
a
out of
job
there. She
and a
like,
man.
yeah, going back to New
I don't
York.
care who you marry.
Kim and Kenya at the end, they went to this restaurant. Kenya wanted a cocktail. I don't know why they felt like they needed to shout that restaurant out that they don't have a liquor license till whenever.
Weird.
They didn't know. Producers forgot to check.
But wine or beer.
That was quite funny. But they had wine. If you look in the background,
you don't need a liquor
maybe they're
license
that
for
restaurant,
wine.
those type that you can bring your own wine bottle.
Oh yeah,
Maybe, but I know
And
liquor
Kenya will
licenses
ask
are
for a
different
cocktail. Cocktails are different from red
That's
wine.
true.
Right.
Alcohol.
No liquor license or no cranberry juice. And then it comes out. Kim says, "I feel, Well, Kenya says, Kim, I felt like you were a little uncomfortable on the trip."
I love this conversation.
Kim said, "Well, yeah, with everything that happened." She said, "It's interesting. I see that there's a struggle between you and at home.
Kim was like, no, bitch.
Let me shut all this
explain
down
to you.
right here.
Let me show this. The problem I had is y'all mofos was killing and knocking each other on the ground. If I want to go see my husband, I'm going to go see my husband. I don't need an excuse. Thank you and good night. Don't try to put that on me. You cannot pull the wool over my eyes. I am smart.
Yes.
You are not. Peace.
Basically,
Is that what you guys took from the whole conversation?
Perfect recap.
Absolutely.
Kim is showing that she ain't for none. Don't let these tears and this Tupperware and these books, these novels fool you.
I'm no
Because
fool.
I didn't sign up for the games.
Just like she told Kenya at the house, like, no, honey, like, baby, don't think that you can demean me, because she does it with a smile. She's not about to argue back and forth with Kenya. Oh no, I know you're upset.
If that's your truth, honey, then God bless that.
You will not placate me with your nonsense, biatch. No,
Yeah.
thank you.
And I love that the editors left it with on this quote. She said, "Honey, I don't need convenience. If I'm ready to bounce, I bounce."
Hello,
Thank you.
somebody.
Sounds like my kind of girl.
Okay,
amen
on that
to
note,
that.
let's head into predictions.
And now, your AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right.
I asked the teacher a question.
Yes.
What in the hell they giving Don Juan, and why is he so turned up every damn scene this season?
Don Juan
Because
is
he wants
wants
a
a peach.
Like
Like Lou Peter last season.
Him
was doing-
and Shamia, they want to start
Like
their own
Peter.
spinoff.
badly, because he was nutting up on whatever that balcony was. They talking and yelling, and he's like,
Yeah, guys, I mean,
Don
Are they
Juan.
trying to get the spinoff?
Yeah,
I guess.
he's trying to get
absolutely.
something, a
But for
club
Candy?
booking.
And we see that Carlos King, he
club booking.
did another show on WeTV, so he's able to bounce back and forth between Bravo. He has Selling It in the ATL, which is on WeTV. So I mean, these people are trying. They're all in Atlanta. There's opportunity for them all.
Atlanta is big.
Yeah.
Everybody's looking for their next come up. My thing for predictions, first of all, I have to go on record to say that this was by far the best episode of the season.
Absolutely, hands
The
down.
best episode of the season. Lenithia, you worked my nerves, but I do miss you. Every time I watch this, I was looking forward to your new, little
Little
quote,
comments.
some sass, some shade, but I miss you, but we'll see you later this season. But this was the best episode this season.
Yeah.
I predict that next episode, what is going to be what we saw. The girls at an event, Don Juan has his pink panties in a bunch, as Porsha
Yes.
said, and they either choose to leave or get kicked out. I don't really have a prediction because I wasn't excited for next episode.
That was the only good thing. They
but
showed
how-
Cynthia and Peter sitting at a table, and he was
she
like,
knocked
"So
the
what are we
glass
gonna do?" And
over.
all of a sudden, it's her reacting to a glass falling over. Like, really?
Yeah.
And then Aiden's going to kindergarten, which is
was
precious
so
and
cute.
adorable.
He had a
Silly
I'm still gonna be your baby.
And then we see, just the Don Juan. He shades Candy for not being able to bounce back after the baby, and then him versus Phaedra over the fit. It sounded like it stemmed over the
over that
fitness
fitness
DVDs.
thing, and she's
which
still
has
talking about she don't owe
nothing
him no
to
money.
do with him. That is Phaedra and Todd. Has nothing to do
I
with
feel
him.
like
Todd
he's stepping
did
up for
say,
Todd.
yeah, because Todd said, you want to collect it
Yep.
from me, I'll give you a cut. So maybe
did.
he's trying to get some cash.
Yeah.
A couple dollars.
Well,
Candy
we'll
ain't
have
paying
to
him
wait
enough.
till next week to find out what's going on in Atlanta, y'all.
Adrian's
We
right.
do.
What'd he
Adrian,
say?
he said, or she. Nene would have cursed Glenn out.
Oh, hell no.
I would have loved to see
would've-
Nene and Glenn.
You
were
need
acting
to
like a
get
damn
out,
bitch.
But we forgot to note something. Did you guys not notice around the pool Kim's shirt that she had on?
No.
Yeah,
It was
Cynthia's.
the Cynthia shirt. It was like,
What else is going on?
and on the front it says something about kicking, and there was a foot.
Oh.
Okay, let it go. Cynthia really just.
So now she's made shirts from it. Now
Wait,
it's
we
a
gotta
joke.
double check the I wasn't paying attention to that.
Watch-
I saw the back.
The
Seriously.
shirt said something about "you're not about to kick me, boo," and then on the back said something like, "So what else is going on?"
No, wait. What was the original quote from? Remember when she said, "And so what else is going on?"
That used to be her
tagline. But the kicking thing was on the front of her shirt.
That's so stupid.
If you guys remember
That's
that,
real lame.
let us know what you guys saw.
Well, check us over at Love and Hip Hop later on. Thanks for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. Also, make sure you guys have a happy holiday. Hit me up everywhere at DJ Jesse J.
I'm at Stuart Starlet.
I'm at Pink English on Instagram as well as on Twitter, English Speaks.
And I'm SharSaysSo.com and Shar Says So on all social media.
Hey, hey.
And with all the shade and all that, to all the
And all the
haters,
glory.
joy to the world.
Joy
Bye,
to
boys and girls.
the Lord.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.